Now, big doing since I've seen you last. You got engaged. Let me see.
Yes, he did a very good job.
Now, we've talked about him now. Now tell us who he is. It's Eric, right?
It's Eric, yeah. He's Eric Kubici. He's a disc jockey out here in L.A. And,
so your name will be Jaime Kubici?
No, that's actually his real name is Eric Calvo. Kubici, he's Cuban. And Kubici is homie in Cuban.
Oh.
And when he started out working at the radio station 10 years ago, one of the guys that worked there was Cuban and nicknamed him Kubici.
So you're Jaime Homie.
I'm Jaime Homie.
Now, but you've known him, right? You've known him for a long time. 10 years, yeah. Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, one of my good friends.
Did you date all that time?
We dated 5 years ago for a very short time, and then 3 years ago for a very short time, and then. But I kept leaving for film, so.
Okay, so you come back and then it's
and it would, yeah, we'd be friends again.
Oh, be friends again. So nobody screwed up.
No, nobody screwed up. We were always very good friends.
All right. Well, let's show. We have a picture of the two of you. Let's see. Okay. Oh, there you go. Good. Lovely couple. Now, other than
we look very sweaty, don't we?
Other than some posture issues, he seems like a very nice young man.
Yeah. Speaking of posture, I'm sitting like this right now, aren't I?
Now let me see the ring. Now, did he? Oh, that's wow. That's very fancy.
Yes, it's a good one.
Did he pick that out for you? Did he?
We were together. I designed it with him at 14 carats.
You designed it with him. He said, "Yeah, go ahead, honey." Yeah.
They don't really have a choice, but it's a shame when they let us design ourselves because they have to go pay for it, and I felt really bad.
Really? Yeah, I could.
Not that bad, but I mean, I felt kind of bad.
So when are you getting married? When's the big day?
We are not planning a wedding right now. That's the last thing I want to do.
Well, what?
I know that sounds awful.
Really? Okay.
No, it's just, there's a lot that goes into planning a wedding, and we're very happy with the way things are right now, and, you know, in due time we will. But everybody, you know, you get engaged, and used to it was you'd get engaged, and it would be a year to 2 years before you get married. Now you get engaged, and if you're in Hollywood, people assume, okay, so the wedding's in 5 months, 6 months, when is it?
Well, there's
and
usually
they're very pushy about it, and you know, we're fine with the way things are. Look, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell have been together for 25, 26 years, never married.
All right.
It's a lot. There's a lot.
But they weren't engaged. Are they still engaged, by the way?
Yeah. They've had children and, you know, good family.
Well, how about that? You want to have children?
Yes, actually, that's why I'm here. I am 4 months pregnant.
You're 4 months pregnant? Wow. Wow. Look at that. I was going to say. Wow. Now, are you making that announcement official tonight?
I'm making it official tonight for the first time. Wow. Everybody has been, you know, 2 months before I actually got a ring on my finger, they were saying that I was engaged. Right. Eric and I were like, look at that. And I was like, yeah, look at that. That's funny. And then they were saying I was pregnant. And actually, they started saying I was pregnant when I was only a month and a half pregnant. And I lied and lied and lied. Really? And, you know, you have to, because as a woman and a first-time mother, it's very easy to miscarry in your first trimester.
Right.
Especially with, you know, when you're under a lot of stress, and I work, you know, 12 to 14 hours a day on my show.
Right.
It's my first pregnancy. I didn't want to say, yes, I am, at a month and a half when...
Well, I understand.
You know, that's the mother's right to not have to, or a woman's right to not have to say anything. So the press is all going to call me a liar, and you go right ahead, but... Yeah. I'm telling you the truth now. I'm 4 months, and the baby's healthy, and I'm healthy, and we're good.
Yeah, well, look, you showed me. I thought, wow. I guess you assumed you've been down in a couple of six-packs.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like, I'm at that point now where I'm showing enough to where I can't really fit in the same clothes anymore, but I kind of can. And so people are seeing a little gut stick out, and I've always been like a fitness, you know, freak, and so... Yeah, I'm pregnant, and I can let my gut hang out now, and I'm eating. I just had a Big Mac backstage.
You did have a Big Mac backstage.
He walked back. I was eating a Big Mac.
No, it was like that. It was like...
Look, it's chili
I thought it was
and
a live
cheese,
animal you were eating
kind of
the way you were.
I am all over the place with burgers.
Now, do you know what it is yet, a boy or a girl?
Well, okay, we find out on Monday what exactly, you know, that's when we go for the 3D and everything.
Right.
However, 2 weeks ago we went, when I had to do one of the final tests to make sure the baby's healthy. And the doctor said, what do you think it is? And it's a different doctor than my usual doctor who does this particular test. And I said, I think it's a boy. She goes, crazy, that mother's instinct. And I said, what do you see something? She goes, if that ain't a boy, it's a third leg. And she turned it around, and I went, whoo, that's a boy. And then my doctor came in, and I said, I'm having a boy, Dr. Ben. And he goes, oh, Jamie, it's probably his finger. And then the other doctor showed him, and he went, you're okay. Of course, Eric's saying, oh, it's because he's Cuban, and he's telling everybody.
I think you'd call it a Cuban cigar.
Cuban cigar. But we'll find out for sure on
I'm very
Monday.
happy for you. It's very exciting. We'll take a
very
break.
excited.
We'll find out more right after this. More with Jaime. Jaime Presley, 4 months pregnant. We just found out, just announced it a few minutes ago. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
How about your co-star, Jason Lee? He must have been in on this. He must have known.
Yeah, no, Jason messed it all up.
He messed it up.
Yeah, we were all in New York doing press, and I had just found out. I mean, I literally found out because we were trying, so I was looking every month for it. And I was only a month, six weeks pregnant.
Right.
And I told Ethan, who plays Randy, and, you know, he's got, 3 girls, pregnant with his 4th girl. They're having another one. And, so he's like the sensitive one. And I tell him, he's all excited talking to me about it. And then I'm like, I want to tell Jason, I want to tell Jason. He goes, that's on you. So I'm like, okay. So a week later, I tell Jason, I'm pregnant, but listen, I'm only 2 months pregnant. I'm going to tell everybody on Leno on the 15th.
Right.
So don't say a word to anybody. Okay, no problem. 3 days later, he comes home, walks a press line. He's so gullible, he does not realize that the press will say anything to get you to confirm stuff. And the press is like, so Jaime's engaged, did not have a ring yet. Jaime's engaged and pregnant, what do you got to say to her? He gets to the 3rd one who says this, and he's like, wow, she must have put out a release. She's going to be a great mom. And, it starts going on and on and on about it. And then 2 days later, I hear, and I'm like, Jason, he goes, well, you obviously said a press release. They all knew about it. I'm like, Jason, that's what the press does. They say things like that to get you to confirm it, and you did. So I had to go back and lie to everybody, and I had some good lies, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They were pretty damn good, yeah. I said that he was pulling their leg, that he was unaware and came to set the next day and got mad at me and said, why didn't you tell me you're pregnant? I said, Jason, I'm not, come on. I had all kinds of things. Very elaborate stories. Comes in handy being an actress.
Yeah, I imagine it does. Now, do you go through the mood swing? Has that started yet? I don't know how these things work.
Poor Eric. I wish I live off Tylenol now. Like, you can't take Advil, right? I have bottles of Tylenol a day, and I wish Tylenol made, like, a pregnancy syndrome, because the swings you can't do anything about. You turn into a sailor. You want to stab people and don't know why. You don't know why. Eric says one thing, and he's yelled at and sent to the other room. He's wrong about everything. Poor guy. Luckily, though, I'm past the first trimester, because it's the first trimester that's so difficult where, but I'm still tired. You wake up sleepy, and the nausea is loads of fun.
Wow. Well, see, that's why I never had a child. I couldn't go through it.
Yeah, it's difficult. He's very patient, though. I'm lucky in that way. The biggest problem is trying to fit these puppies into a dress, as you see.
Yeah. Well,
I can fit everything else.
It's not that big a problem, actually.
Yeah. Not for Eric. I think those are my saving grace right now. Because
sometimes it's best
everything else is extremely witchy.
If you love something, just set it free. Have you heard that? Have you heard that expression?
Eric says the same.
Yeah, exactly. Now, are you going to be a strict mom, or what do you think?
Well, I'm Southern. I'm still. I'm very open-minded, and I encourage open-mindedness and individuality. But at the same time, my child will be, different as they may be here in this town, but they'll be saying yes, sir, and no, sir, and yes, ma'am, and no, absolutely.
And kids pick that up right away. You don't do that. Do you do that?
I absolutely do. Look, I was on Martha Stewart, and I said, yes, ma'am, every time she said something to me, and she during a cut, she said, please stop calling me that. You're aging me. But see, and I had a director a couple of times tell me not to do that, and one of them said, if you ever say that to me again, I swear to God, you're going to be off my set. And I'm like, what is wrong with this woman?
Well, show business is the opposite of real life.
You're aging them when you say ma'am and sir, but where I'm from, if you don't say that, then it's disrespectful.
Right,
so I don't care. I'm going to teach my child that you don't need to be as good as anybody else or better than anybody else. You want to be different, because that's what makes you stand out.
Right. Cool. There you go.
So,
and
saying was
Believe me,
absolutely fine.
A kid with 3 legs is going to stand out, believe me. Now, this is the 2nd season of Earl. How's it going on the 2nd season?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
And we've had some of the best guest stars this year. I mean, we started out with Burt Reynolds.
Right.
And
Ed Roseanne.
Roseanne was amazing on the show. Christian Slater is on tomorrow night. Yeah. We've had, you know, Jenny McCarthy. We've had some really great people.
Now, let me ask you. Now, your character, Joy, is she going to be pregnant in the show?
No, we're actually not going to use it. We're going to...
We're going to stand behind bushes?
Yeah, we're going to do the whole... I mean, a lot of people do this because we'll do the whole, what was it called, Austin Powers thing? You know, where you hide behind stuff, but that kind of makes it funny, too, so it's all right. You know, the whole thing is that we're only in our 2nd season, so you don't really want to bring another baby into the play.
Right.
A new baby is something you'd bring into the 4th or 5th season to kind of spunk it up a bit.
Yeah, when you're dying.
We're not gonna die.
That's it. When you're dying, you bring the baby. You know, you get married, you have that whole thing.
Oh, when you're dying in the marriage, you bring the baby?
Yeah, you bring the baby. Now, what is this clip? This is, I saw this. I need some explanation. Explain what's happening here.
Well,
I think I know what's happening.
Doing?
Yeah. I think this is where you're conceiving the baby, if I'm not mistaken.
Evidently.
Yeah, wow.
No, this is, Randy is hallucinating, and you'll see why tomorrow night. I can't give it all away, but he's hallucinating, hence why you see some claymation going on.
He sees things differently.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look.
Why is your fridge open? You're wasting electricity.
You're the one that took the damn AC.
Look, Joy, there's a thing called global warming, and we gotta stop it.
What do you think we're doing in front of the cold refrigerator, dummy? Move that thing. You're blowing turtle sweat all over me.
And did you know you had a can of used oil in the front yard?
I know. Darnell keeps forgetting to dump it in the creek.
You can't pour oil in the creek. If you do, the bar graph goes up, the pie chart gets bigger. The next thing you know, you got a big picture of the Earth with a sweaty forehead and a sad face.
The Earth doesn't have a face, stupid. You're thinking of the moon.
Fine, I'll take care of the oil. I can't believe you guys aren't more worried. Even Randy's freaked out. Darnell, you care about global warming, don't you?
I do care. I'm just not sure if global warming is caused by man. I think it's a bit anthropocentric to think humans could have that much effect.
Yeah. I mean, why's it always got to be the people's fault? What about what nature's doing to us? I saw a show the other day where these 2 caribou attacked an innocent hunter. I mean, he shot them, but still, those animals are vicious. Are you looking at my boobs, dummy?
Jamie, congratulations. Very happy for you. Very exciting. Be right back with Bear Grylls right after this.